Hey guys! In this video I am showing two room box scenes I made with old books I had. For this room box I'm using 14 books that have some interesting titles on them. The scene I put in this room box is a witch scene. The witch Polar Light model kit came with the witch and some accessories, and this cauldron, and this backdrop here, some other accessories, this table, and some of the pieces glow in the dark. After building the kit, I decided to add some fiber to her hair to make it look more like hair. I put lights in for the lantern back there, and this thing, jug, the jack-o'-lantern has a light, and the crystal ball has a light, and lights under the fire tip. I made this wood hutch and work table for her to store all her potions and ingredients. These little glass bottles I just filled with various items and put some labels on them. I added lights to the bottom of the fire to make that look like it's glowing a little bit, and through here so you could see a little bit of light here. And then these little bubbles are just made from pill capsule packaging. I made the walls look like stone to match the backdrop of the kit over here too. And some of the other items I made were these candles and these jars. For the light pack, I put it inside this book here, cut out a space for it and put it in here. And here's what the lights look like. So I put a light into the crystal ball, and down here, you can see that, and the lantern, and the jar here, and the jack-o'-lantern back there. So yeah, this is my little witch scene. I've got some room back there on that shelf and some floor space here. I'd like to add some more items, but haven't really thought of what those could be. If you've got some ideas of what I could add to my scene, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I really like this Polar Lights witch kit. I was very happy to be able to make a scene for it. I hope you like it. So this is a second room box I made out of books that I have. I made the cemetery scene, and I bought these little skeletons from a dollar store and put clothes on them. The jack-o'-lanterns are made out of polymer clay that I carved out and then put a light in them. I made these tombstones out of wood with clay, air-dry clay on top. And I carved the names on them and stuff, and then put this embellishment of some skeleton there. These two pieces were purchased from a thrift store. This one back here was purchased from Michael's, I think. I cut out a hole for the moon here so I could put lights in there, and I printed out an image of the moon on translucent paper and put that over. These lanterns were Christmas ornaments that I found. I painted them black and drilled a hole through them and ran a string of lights through those too. For the base, I put moss and then did some spider webbing here to represent mist. I made 2 trees for the scene. This one has a face on it. The battery pack for all the lights is back here. For this room box, I used 24 books. As you can see, I made the platform for it, the base, a little wider than the books, so I have more working space. For this room box, I added 3 dowels, one through here at the base, and then one here to make it stronger. To make these room boxes, I first collected books with interesting titles to fit the scene I intended to make. All of these books were used and only cost about 10 cents each. I removed all the dust jackets so I could glue the books together. I put the books in the order I wanted and then picked 2 that will be used for the ends of the room box. These 2 will not be cut out in the center. I glued the pages together so that they will stay put when I cut out the center of the books. I let them dry before continuing to cut them out. The shortest book in the stack set the size for the room box. I will cut out the center of the books, leaving only about 1 inch on 3 sides of the book. Any books that are bigger will have more space left at the top and the side of the book. I cut out the center of the books, and each one took about 2 minutes to cut. Here are the books after they were cut. They are not perfect, but they will do. In addition to gluing the books together, I'm going to use dowels placed all the way through the books, and those will be glued in place also. So I drilled holes in the corners where I want the dowels to go. For the rest of the books, I made sure that the bottom edge and the back cut edge lined up to each other, and then I marked where the holes need to be drilled out for the dowels. For the 2 end books, I just drilled holes from the inside. Then I started gluing the books together, and I would insert the dowel through as I went. And here's the books all glued together. I made a wood box to hold a miniature scene.